From 6 to 12 weeks is a puppy's imprinting stage. That's when the brain is like a little sponge and it absorbs everything that you give it. Why not give it the best you can so that he can have the foundation that's going to help him or her for the rest of their life in what job they have to do. Hi, I'm Charles, and you're watching Our Protection Dogs, a channel devoted to the raising, development and training of a protection dog. Today with me is my special guest and best friend Alpha, and together we're going to talk to you Together we're going to talk to you about Billy Bones. Is basically his last week of training. So in the video, what you're going to notice now with Billy Bones is we're showing him his primary target, which is the bicep. Now the bicep is, for most of the dogs, is their primary area, and we're taking a lot of time over here to introduce it correctly. While I'm showing you the video, I'm going to go through it and I'll talk you through it and tell you exactly what we're doing over there. And yet again, by showing him that, we started for easy, changing places, starting decoys. We preach this every video that we talk about. And if you haven't seen any of our videos, please hit the like button, subscribe, and also the bell icon. And every Friday we surprise you with a new video on how to and how we've trained Billy Bones, and also some of the philosophies that we've learned on training and that is successful for us. So without further ado, please enjoy this video of Billy Bones. It's basically, like I said, his last week of bite work, because he's starting his teething right now. And as you know, we do not do bite work while teething. So hope you enjoy it. First of all, excuse the video work. It's my 9-year-old son, and he would like to watch at what we're doing and not on the screen. So, but he's trying. So yeah, little Billy Bones gets activated in prey drive. And I'm showing him a position where to bite, which is going to be his primary position, is the bicep. Later on with the targeting, it'll also be the tricep. But yeah, we're just making it so that he can come in to the bicep. As you can see, Mudley puts pressure on the back and basically steers him in to the right place, which helps me also with giving him exactly the right spot where he goes to bite. This is going to make our targeting at a later stage much easier. Please don't look at the black thing around my hand. It's got nothing to do with bite work. I injured my wrist and I had to wear that damn thing for over a month. That little tail wagging and making him calm down, and also having him enjoy it while he's on the bite. Always gets time to have a look at the camera. He knows he's a superstar. Watch how she guides him in, and bam. All that pushing his head in and massaging him gets him comfortable on the bite, making me enjoy that position that he's in. Here I'm picking him up, cradling him, getting him used to all sorts of things. Working on a table, yeah, different structure, height, different viewpoint of the bite work, but still the exercise stays the same. And how beautiful is that little harness from Julius K9 Pet Bound Company. Thank you very much. Look at the war dog collar. Love it. Isn't he just a cute little thing? Different day, and now I'm standing up. Oh, no, and that's better, although we would have liked to have it higher, but we don't want him to move around and about like that. If he starts doing that, we're taking too long to present the sleeve, and also your handler over here must be awake, or when I put it like this way, know what the exercise is all about. You'll see there as he starts pulling, as I put my body over him, too much pressure, can't let him win with that pressure. And this is an indication that we have to back off a little bit, because we don't want that pulling, because that can push him into avoidance and for him to leave the sleeve. Bring him also back into that nice place, that pocket. Yeah, again, Keeping the exercise the same, going down to ground over here, makes him think that he's subduing this big prey item, animal. Calming him down, but also yet he has to hold on, biting hard. Club night. Now here we're going to introduce a new decoy, but I start off the exercise so it's quite familiar to him. Nice counter, fixes the bite. We a lot of times will have the dog bite with his front teeth so that he can fix the bite again. So Neil, same exercise as what I did. If you can remember, I started introducing him the sleeve because it's a new decoy. We go backward, we back chain. And there we go. As you can see, Marley guides him in at the back, not just have him go in there, and he wins quickly. There we go. Pushes forward, Neil goes down. So the picture stays the same to Billy Bones, it's just the decoy that's changed. Only one of the three changes has happened, and the dog is way more comfortable in doing the exercise and with the new decoy. It is not such a lot of changes that is going to be stressful to the pup. We take our time, we don't move too quickly. We want to really imprint what we're doing into the dog's mind and have it really clear to the pup what we want from him and what he's supposed to do. You can see the Catastic as I'm standing on the side. I'm starting to introduce the Catastic. And the noise of the Catastic is not really phased about that. Alright, so here we're doing something a little bit different now. We're having him bite the sleeve, and as you can see, we're showing him an area where he can bite. But what we're going to do is we're going to cradle him more, put a little bit more pressure on him, and see, or not in see, but get him used to the idea of being cradled and maybe pushed into position or held or something like that. So it's in a form, it's pressure. You can see he's a little bit uncomfortable, but we just make it comfortable and we calm him down on the bite. And once he's calm, that's when he wins the item or his prize, the sleeve. There we go. Yet again, I started it. Yeah, Johnny does it now. We're off the table, and you can see there's a little bit of pulling, a little bit uncomfortable, but Johnny makes the pup comfortable in that position, hanging over him. It's a lot for a young dog to be so close to such a big person or big prey item. He's calming him down, and as you can see by the little body language and everything, he's not pulling. He's quite happy to be there, and he understands that all he needs to do is keep on biting and fight through it. A little bit of pulling, Marley puts him back into that pocket. We don't want the dog to swing out of that pocket left or right. The idea or the theory that the dog's moving away from the weapon arm or the weapon is utter bullshit. The dog is moving out there because it doesn't want to be there. If we had to carry on with that kind of pressure, the dog would have most probably left the sleeve, and that is bad training. Yet again, you can see the pulling, uncomfortable. We're not going to let him win over there. Marley also helps, reassures him that this is what you need to do. Johnny calms him down, make him work through that. You can see there's a lot of things. You can see the dog is uncomfortable. That is not what we want. A little bit of chewing on the sleeve, but then as he calms down, you can see now the tail at the back changes, the body posture changes, and then he wins it as he calms down. Prey circle into a drag, and we're finishing off these sessions with something nice and something not so stressful. And forgive us for the puppies barking outside, but remember I did say we do work with dogs. Now you can see he's standing there, rather that than pulling, but he's quite comfortable with being cradled. Oh, want more. Now here we go, we've got a sleeve on, more looking like a suit. I've got a Catastic going, I'm doing prey circles, and there we want you to bite, buddy, in that pocket. Yet again I started, he's way more comfortable with me, and he said the little ears have started hanging, starting pre-teething now. Bam, he gets it. Not phased with that Catastic. Oh yes. Different decoy, same exercise, same picture, same time. Marley coming in for reinsurance. Billy always have time to look at the camera. Johnny now with the Catastic. Marley guiding him in. Goes for the bite, pushes forward. Look at that. Look at that young man go. A little bit of pulling still there, but it quickly changes. Cradling him into that position where we want him, making some movement inside that arm, indication for the dog that there is something that is biting. That's why we use thin suits and not these big fat thick suits where the dog's just biting material. We want to know that the dog's got a solid grip, and also want the dog to understand inside that suit that you're communicating with him by flexing your muscles and letting the muscles go weak again. And quite comfortable now with that pressure and a new decoy doing it over him. That's how you have to build them up, over and over, little bit by little bit. I love it. Right, I hope you've enjoyed that bite working sessions with Billy Bones. Hope you've noticed the cute collar of Julius K9, and also his War Dog Tactical collar that he's wearing. It is a sponsorship from War Dog Tactical, very nice equipment. Please have a look at it. Okay, so you've noticed now that Billy Bones has grown quite a lot in his bite work. He's become a lot of maturity as a young age. You can see that he really knows some of the targets. He understands the pushing forwards. There is still times that you can see he's pulling, and that is got to do with too much pressure put at that given time. We have to look at the behavior whilst doing bite work. We have to understand to read the behavior so that we don't overdo it and push a dog into avoidance. Like I said, this is bad training. The most critical stage, like I said in the beginning of the video, is that 6 to 12 week period of a puppy's life. That is the imprinting phase. This is where I want to get everything right. I want to teach the puppy how to bite, how to put a full bite, how to push forward, show him all the different areas, show him all the different things that he's going to have to get used to, like for instance the distractions, can curtains, different places, vehicles, different people, all those kind of things that I want to get puppy used to. What is going to happen now with him also is starting with his first fear period. Something that you have to go and look up, and fear periods last quite a while, and in the fear period this is how they basically learn how to be afraid of certain things that might kill them. And if we don't teach them the right way or show them or introduce them correctly to these things, it could leave a damaging effect on the pup. So be very, very careful of this. We do not do bite work during teething. I do not want the dog to have any pain caused by the bite work on the teething, and he maybe classically conditions this to the sleeve or to anything that we are doing and stops him from doing any bite work. This is something that we're very strict on, and yes, some dogs can work through teething, like this guy over here did work through teething, but thank goodness did not pick up any bad habits. But he's one out of so many dogs, and I will rather not do it again in my life. I wouldn't take the chance. I'd rather build up a perfect dog that can really go all the way. And if you've got all the training in that first that 6 to 12 week period, once you start here at 9 months about with them again, they just carry on where they left off. They remember everything, that I can promise you. So yet again, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment in the section below, in the comment section, if there's any questions that you need to ask for what we are doing that you do not understand or anything like that. Please leave a question there. If you want to contact us or to have a Zoom session with us, private Zoom session, do so. Our email address and everything. Thank you very much, man. All our email and everything is at the bottom. I'm almost done. And if you need any information about him, that's what he's trying to say, and his autograph maybe, you can please contact as well. But I hope you enjoyed that. Say cheers. Cheers.